So most world-class athletes do their best work before age 30 or 40, but not my next guest, a world record-breaking sprinter. Diane Hoffman, now 92, set a new world record in the 400 meters in her age category at the USA Track and Field New England Championships late last month. She also set new national records in the 200-meter and 100-meter races, beating the mark she herself set last year in her first ever track meet. But if all this has you thinking she was born to run, you'd be mistaken. First and foremost, she's a tennis player, sport she picked up in her 40s. She went on to win an international doubles championship for the U.S. 75 and up team in 2005 and was inducted into the U.S. Tennis Association's New England Hall of Fame. Diane Hoffman joins me now, and I am thrilled. Diane, it is great to meet you, along with her son. That would be your son, Matthew Hoffman.
It is indeed.
Matt, it's great to meet you, too.
You too.
So you are essentially the Grandma Moses of running. How old were you?
Great-grandma.
Whatever it is.
All right.
How old were you when you started?
Started what?
Running.
90.
You were 90.
90, okay. Now, I assume you like running?
Do I have to answer that question?
Yes, I'd like it if you would. That's one of the reasons
Do
you're
I have
here.
to be honest and truthful
You don't
on
have to be
Wednesdays?
honest, no. Do you raise your right hand, would you? Do you like running? Obviously not. So why do you do it then?
Well, look who's sitting here that pushed me, pulled me into this.
That is a good... Now, explain the genesis of this thing. She started becoming a runner essentially because of you, yes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was me. I mean, genes get passed down, not up.
But I thought you were encouraging her. Weren't you on some walk or something and she's beating you?
I did.
You know.
One of my sons and I were taking a walk with my mother, which is never a leisurely activity. She was practically sprinting ahead of us, and we just started talking and thought, it's amazing how quickly she can run. She could probably beat a record in a dash. So we started looking up on our phones and saw that the record was, for the U.S., I think it was 30-some-odd seconds, and said my mom could easily run that. So we took her over to a little field, paced off of the yards, and she beat the U.S. record unofficially.
I think I prefer to ask you this question because it's rather sensitive than you, if you can just wait a second. Is she that fast, or is it just that there aren't that many 90-plus-year-old runners around to be doing this? Which is it?
I think she's that fast because I still play tennis with her, and it's unbelievable how she moves around on the tennis court.
And by the way, you didn't start playing tennis till you didn't pick up a racket till you were 40-something. Is that true?
42 by accident.
And did I read you were a dancer or something? Was that what you were?
Well, I studied. I did a couple of camp shows, but a couple of times I danced in a club, but sang a little. I loved to dancing. I'm
dance and sang.
Yes.
Like what kind of music?
Oh, good jazz. You know.
You did? You don't want to do a little something here, do you?
Well, I could dance if you had a little piano
Can you
player.
sing?
Somebody.
Can you sing?
Well, I don't think you'd want to hear me now.
I think I would.
I don't know.
Okay, fine. So you have, as I said, you're winning doubles championships, and this is actually the most important question, I think.
Singles too.
And singles as well?
Yeah, I
But can we stay on doubles for a second?
Oh, go ahead.
You have played with relatively celebrated people. You've played with the great Emily Rooney from WGBH at Longwood, and you played with some tall blonde guy at Mar-a-Lago. Who was that again?
Should I say?
Please.
Trump asked me to be his mixed doubles partner when we were members years ago, before we quit.
At Mar-a-Lago.
At Mar-a-Lago.
So who was a better doubles player, Emily Rooney or Donald Trump?
No question, Emily Rooney.
No question.
No question about it.
Did he cheat in tennis
No,
or not?
no, he didn't. He chose me because I was the singles champ and he wanted to do well. And therefore, it wasn't my youth and good looks.
No.
I was not a young kid either when I was a member there.
I had a feeling it might be your good looks.
No,
in a serious question,
no.
I read a lot of stories in anticipation of you coming in saying that running slows the effects of aging. What kind of impact is running? I know you're an athlete anyway, but what kind of impact has running had on you? Do you think it has had an impact on you, other than you're a champion?
No.
What do you mean, no?
Running, if you practiced and you were a runner and you wanted it to be something special, but if you just run to try your best because someone asked you to,
thank you, Matthew. Yes.
Then it's you just did it that one day,
Do you
once
feel
a
like,
year.
Is she different now? I mean, I really read a lot of stuff in the last 24 hours about how running does slow aging, and that is she a different person after a couple of years of this, or no?
I think so. I mean, you have always been very driven. You are by far, skill, talent aside, the best competitor in any sport I've ever seen. But I do think that over the past year or two, having these races to look forward to and prepare for have given you something really exciting. I mean, you've done everything in tennis, and now you have this thing about running that I think has gotten you very excited and energized, and it's been a lot of fun to watch.
Okay, let's accept that as true. What's the secret? Is it the diet? What kind of diet do you have?
Cookies, candy, ice cream, cake, every single day.
You ever heard of Tom
and
Brady?
Good stuff.
Tom
and
Brady
good
doesn't
stuff.
eat. What's the good stuff?
Oh, I'll have fish, potatoes, vegetables, salad, all those things. But I do have to have my
Cookies and
ice cream every night. And
I mean, how many kids do you know ask their mom, don't you think you've had enough candy for today?
I bring it with
Very
me.
unusual.
Do you train?
No, but that's why I didn't do better.
What do you mean? Because you didn't train? You set the world record.
Yes, but I
in your
didn't.
race.
Yeah, but I missed by, the 100-meter and I set the United States record.
Oh.
But I was so close to the others because I didn't train. I didn't do it right.
So you don't. I don't get the sense that you're going to start training. Are you
Oh
going to start?
no,
That's not your kind
no,
of thing,
no,
right?
No.
Is there more? In all seriousness, I mean, you're making light of your own accomplishments, which are incredible. Is there a moral to your story? I mean, what are the lessons you can give to other septuagenarians, octogenarians, and whatever the word is for people in their 90s?
I would say they should move.
Move around, keep moving.
I don't care if they shovel snow, dig ditches, cook for their husband, get
Do something.
chased, do something active.
What is that stuff you brought here, by the way?
I wanted to show you.
What
This
is
this is what I feel was worthwhile
What is it?
working. They're gold balls, and you get them when you win in your age group.
Yeah.
Even it wasn't in my age group. I did a lot younger with younger people. You win a gold ball in a national tournament.
So you're pretty proud of this.
Oh, yes, I am.
Now, there are rumors that on your 100th birthday you're going to do bungee jumping. Is there any truth to that or no?
Absolutely not.
You're not. I think
no,
you will.
but they're going to give me a party if I make 100 and don't croak before then.
It's a beautiful sentiment. Can I tell you how thrilled I am to meet you, by the way?
You're
And I really
so
mean
nice.
it.
You're so nice.
You're not so bad either. Matthew, it's a pleasure to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
Really
Diana,
enjoyed
keep
it.
doing
Thank
it.
you,
You
Jim.
are a
You
huge
are so nice
thing.
to have me here, and I appreciate it. It's a thrill for me to be here.
It is?
I've never been on a radio station, TV.
Television station
TV.
either.
Well, I was close.